Good evening and thanks for joining us on Redwood News. I'm John Kennedy O'Connor. We begin with breaking news out of Del Norte County, where the district attorney has just charged the sheriff with election fraud and perjury. Those felony charges were filed in court this afternoon against appointed sheriff Randy Waltz. The DA alleges Waltz filed false nomination papers and false voter registration in his efforts to be elected as sheriff in June, adding that he doesn't meet residency requirements. Waltz will appear before a judge for arraignment at the end of this month. Here in Humboldt County, the district attorney is ruling police were justified in shooting a gun-wielding man in the Arcata Bottoms last year. Today's announcement clears a CHP officer in the deadly shooting of 35-year-old Charles Davis Chevrel. You're looking at police camera footage of the incident, which unfolded when authorities got a call of a man walking around with a gun last September and attempted to confront him. After being hit with pepper balls, the DA says Chevrel pulled out the gun from his holster and pointed it at police. She concludes the officer then shot Chevrel because he feared the man was about to open fire on police. Elsewhere, a chaotic scene unfolds outside jail as a Northern California woman accused of faking her own kidnapping is released on bail while awaiting trial. Authorities say 39-year-old Sherry Papini of Redding made up her story about being kidnapped and tortured and branded. And then she collected more than $30,000 from State Victims Compensation Fund. If convicted of fraud, Papini faces up to 25 years in prison. Federal authorities are on the lookout for those who are carving up trees in the Six Rivers National Forest. There have been multiple incidents of reported illegal woodcutting near Horse Linto and Waterman Ridge in Willow Creek, and several chainsaws have been confiscated as evidence. Several citations have already been issued, and authorities expect to find more violators as they continue to investigate. A Eureka nursing home that was the site of one of the worst COVID-19 outbreaks locally during the pandemic is now facing allegations that it's understaffed and pays its workers poorly. Union workers protesting this afternoon outside Granada Rehab and Wellness Centre on Harris Street. They're demanding better working conditions and wages as they seek their first contract. The workers unionised in the wake of the COVID outbreak, and they say management has cancelled negotiation sessions.
The same owner owns all the skilled nursing facilities in Humboldt, so the wages are monopolized and artificially low. In fact, CNAs in this city make far less than in most other cities that I represent.
Granada's owner didn't respond to requests for comment, and we'll take a closer look at the labour unrest at this troubled nursing home coming up on Redwood News at 6. Now let's take a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers locally. As a reminder, the Humboldt County Health Department is now only reporting data 3 times a week on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. There have been 65 new cases occurring since Monday. That brings the total pandemic case count to 19,813. No new hospitalizations or deaths have been reported today. As for Del Norte County, health officials are now only releasing COVID data twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we'll bring you those numbers when they're released tomorrow. Money is on the mind of Del Norte County supervisors. The board is putting off action for 30 days on a request by a taxpayers group until it can study the financial impacts. The group gathered petition signatures seeking a repeal of Measure R, which is the county's 1-cent sales tax. Meanwhile, the Del Norte supervisors have decided to fill the District 5 vacancy created by the recent death of Bob Berkowitz. Berkowitz's vacant seat will now be up for grabs on the 6th of June election ballot, with a candidate filing deadline set for March 16th. Elsewhere, Humboldt County supervisors are being told that delinquent financial reports are making the budgeting process very challenging. That word coming from the county's chief financial officer. It puts further scrutiny on Auditor Controller Karen Paz-Dominguez, who has been under fire for failing to perform timely audits. Paz-Dominguez is currently facing the threat of legal action from the State Attorney General because of her failure to submit timely financial reports. And she's been blamed for late audit reports resulting in Caltrans freezing funding for new county road projects. Now to Washington, where Congress is debating whether daylight saving time, started over 100 years ago, should remain in place. As correspondent Samantha Manning shows us today, today's debate comes as we prepare to turn our clocks ahead one hour this weekend.
This weekend, it happens again. Americans across the country will spring ahead 1 hour. It's a practice that has people divided over whether it's worth it.
History shows that daylight saving time has benefits and costs.
Today, members of Congress heard from people on both sides of the debate. Those who support daylight saving time argue it reduces car accidents and crime.
Permanent daylight saving time would save lives. Darkness kills and sunshine saves.
Convenience store owners told lawmakers the extra hour of evening daylight is better for business.
People feel as though they have more time after work to engage in a range of activities that increase commerce.
Critics warned about the negative impact switching between standard time and daylight saving time can have on our health.
The toll the time change has on your bodies, on our bodies and our mind, can be severe.
A doctor of neurology and pediatrics argued daylight saving time can hurt our sleep patterns and instead pushed for standard time to be made permanent.
Risk for chronic sleep loss and also what's called circadian misalignment. It basically refers to a mismatch in the timing between our work, our school, our sleep routines, and the sun.
Still, love it or hate it, be prepared for the switch to happen this weekend. Members of Congress have proposed measures over the years to make daylight saving time permanent, but so far it hasn't gotten very far and has never made it to a full vote in Congress. I'm Samantha Manning, reporting from the Washington News Bureau.
For some added perspective on this, on daylight savings time, we turn now to our chief meteorologist, Dan Romano. Dan, what are your thoughts?
You know, it's not just the folks that go to bed later at night that this impacts, but it's really the early risers because, again, now we're moving the clocks back 1 hour. And for those folks who are waking up a little bit earlier, once again, now you're dealing with dark skies when you're waking up. And for the kids heading to the bus stop, some of them are now doing so in the middle of the night, or at least when it's dark out. You know, switching it up a bit, it's always a couple good rules of thumb to follow. First and foremost, we also want to change the batteries in the smoke detectors and the carbon monoxide monitors as well. So it's something we do, you know, every 6 months or so, but now it's every 4 to 8 months with daylight savings time. But you can see just by looking at the times how much of a drastic difference it is with sunrise moving from 6:30 a.m. on Saturday to 7:31 a.m. on Sunday to sunset now occurring after 7:20 by this weekend. So pretty interesting thing happens. I know it messes with a lot of people's sleep schedule, but it also messes with the pets as well because, hey, it doesn't matter what time it is. They got to get fed.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Well, after the break, the US increases pressure on Russia as Europe struggles with the millions fleeing Russian atrocities. We'll be right back. Is upping the pressure as Ukrainians flee.
My hometown always was a peaceful town, and now it's fully destroyed by Russian soldiers.
A mass exodus. The UN says more than 2 million Ukrainians have left home to escape violence.
No rules. Right now we see how many schools, preschools destroyed.
Russia's latest agreement to allow evacuations met with international skepticism. A Ukrainian maternity hospital bombed. Ukrainian officials blame Russia and accuse Russian troops of blocking 50 evacuation buses out of a Kyiv suburb. Wheels up, Vice President Kamala Harris on her way to Poland under a cloud of uncertainty. The U.S. caught off guard and rejecting Poland's proposal to transfer fighter jets to the U.S. to then give to Ukraine.
The prospect of fighter jets at the disposal of the United States government departing from a U.S. NATO base in Germany to fly into airspace contested with Russia over Ukraine raises some serious concerns for the entire NATO alliance.
Meanwhile, NATO is ramping up its defense deployment to counter any potential threat to NATO allies. The U.S. sending 2 high-end air defense Patriot missile batteries to Poland. Private companies also hitting back at Moscow. Starbucks, McDonald's, and Coca-Cola join a growing list of Western companies pulling out of Russia.
His economy is in tatters. The West is more unified and determined to make this a failure than ever.
In Washington, Isabel Rosales, Redwood News.
After the break, Dan's here with the weather. We'll be right back. Well, thanks, Dana. Talking of pets, before we go, we all remember the children's nursery rhyme, This Little Piggy. This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. And this little piggy decided the streets of Houston he would roam. A 9-month-old pig named Bacon, you can't make this stuff up, apparently got out and decided to hot dog around someone's backyard. The people who live there let him pig out on crackers until animal control could round him up. Bacon's owner says she's just excited Bacon is home safe and sound, ready for all the pork belly rubs he can handle. And although she didn't say it, I expect if he does it again, it'll be roast pork for lunch on Sunday.
Really hammed up those puns, didn't you, John?
I had to get them all out. And if you're out and about in Eureka this weekend, you might see me making a pig of myself.
Oh, well, see, you know what?
Out.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Thanks so much for joining us at 5. The next news is at 6. We hope you'll join us then. Thanks so much for joining us. Good night.
Take it easy, everybody.